Hi, welcome to today's community chat. I'm Sarah Good, and I'm going to be here with Andrew's brothers. I'm here with Mr. Williams and Mr. Coleman today. So I'm going to turn it over to the room just so you can see everyone. And we have some B-roll playing here of a story that Regina Mobley did with them just a few weeks ago after a run-in at the car show where she met you all. So Mr. Williams, I'm going to turn over to you first. Can you just introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about Andrew's brothers?
Yes, my name is Carl Williams. I am an Andrew brother. We are men of action. Our fellowship is at Third Baptist on Godwin High. What the Andrew brothers are promoting is unity and love for our youth and for our kids, because they need us now. We're not running from them, but we're running to them with open arms because they need us. They need us. We all have made mistakes in life. And yes, they will make mistakes. But we know by love and support and kindness can draw and cover a multitude of sins. So the children need us. Our children need us. It's like when you come home one day and your house is on fire and your neighbor says, I think your children is still in the house. First thing you're going to do, run into the house to save your children. That's where we're at right now. Our children need our help. We need to run into them and embrace them with arms open, love and compassion. That's why we're here, to ask you all to help us save our children.
Thank you. And, obviously you seem so passionate by this. And I know that that probably carries through to, all of you all that are running Andrew's Brothers. So, Mr. Coleman, before we jump in to some of the things Mr. Williams just said, I wanted you to introduce yourself too.
Yes, my name is Rossley Coleman, and I'm a Andrew's Brothers from Third Baptist Church. He didn't get an address, 461 Garvin Street. And yes, we are here to try to help the young men and the children. See, 'cause when we was open, we had young men to come in from the street. We didn't turn anyone away. So our main goal is to try to help the young people, to try to turn their thinking around, and try to get them to see that if someone else cares about them and want to help.
And Mr. Coleman, you're talking too about the love aspect that you also just spoke about, and caring for, people and making sure that they feel loved and taken care of. I mean, can you just talk a little bit about how this idea to make Andrew's Brothers came about? Did you all meet at the church and put this idea together? Did you see somebody in need, or maybe you needed this yourself when you were younger? Can you just talk a little bit about how this got started?
Yeah, well, when I came to Third Baptist Church, Andrew Brothers was already in motion. So my thing, I always want to help. So I fell right into the program. You know what I mean? Young men was in my neighborhood throwing rocks. I ended up bringing one to the Andrew brother. And for 2 years, this young man came to the Andrew brother every Monday night. He was 14, and he came for 2 years. He was 16, going on 17 when he ended up leaving. But that kid now is married and got a family. So I know, because I believe if I'd have had it when I was younger, I might have been a whole lot better than I was. But I thank God that me and my brother and other brothers is trying to help the young people today, because they really need us.
Right. And I mean, that story is definitely one of change and evolving and hope. I mean, is that something that you tell kids maybe that join that maybe aren't going on the right path?
Yes, yes. And that's what we are all about, reaching and helping those who are going astray. We are and have been and went astray at one time. But someone showed us love and compassion. And that's what we are trying to do now. We have to stop running from them and run to them. Yes, situation seems bad, but it's not hopeless.
That's right.
Because where there's life, there's hope. And there's a lot of life there in youth that need to be touched.
And, you know, I think that's one of the things in your car show, you know, excursion, that you all want them to see the cars, see what's around, that they can hope for something. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yes. It's like when they was out on the excursion, their eyes got big because they started seeing things they have never seen before, even in the type of cars they're looking at. And they were saying, yes, I like that one. No, I like that one. And then they were saying, I want to get, and then they'll pause like it's impossible. And we catch that pause. Yes, you can get that one. No, it's not impossible. Yes, things are coming to your life, but we here to help you, to show you the way to get that car, to do good in society, that you can have something nice like that for yourself and for your family. So that was a moment of us showing them you are special, you are someone, and you can have this side of life too. It's not far from you, it's right at you.
Right. And there was some doubt probably from them at first until you gave that reassurance that they might not be able to get this. But you, right there, it just needed that 1 second of support from somebody to tell them that it was possible. It could happen.
Yes.
Yeah. And it will happen.
And thank you.
Yeah.
And it will happen.
Yeah.
Just have faith. Believe in yourself. You are special. You are a jewel. Believe in yourself. Things going to happen in life, but you just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and listen, because someone going to come to your path to tell you, hey, no, this is the way to go.
And can you just talk a little bit about who are the young men and boys that come in? Are they? I know that some of them are from the church, but some of them are also just from the community.
That's correct. That's correct. And like you just said, neighborhood kids. They're still out there trying to find their way,
Right.
and have heard about us. I'd like to give a sample of what I mean when I say neighborhood kids. I reached out to one of my family members that lives in the surrounding neighborhood to carry them some school supplies. So when I got there, I called them to the trunk of my car, and they was getting theirs out. Standing off to the side was at least about 4 or 5 other youth watching, right? Just watching. So when they got theirs out the trunk of the car, book bags, school materials and things like that, I called them over. And they came over, and I said, get what you want. Their eyes got big. Get what I want. I said, yeah, get what you want. They say, sir, we don't have any money. And I said, no, you don't need any money. This is free. And the oldest one say, sir, I gave up on humanity a long time ago. And you just brought it back into my life. It made me want to cry. And then they said to me, why are you doing this? And I said, because I love you. That's why I'm doing this. And it was like kids on a special event just start grabbing things, right? Book bags, stuff they need. And I said again, I love you. And then when I got in my car to take off, do you know each one of them kids yelled to me, we love you. It's the chance we have to take with them.
Right. Yeah. It's more than a handout. You know, there's
Yes.
something behind it.
Yes, yes, correct. That's correct. It's more than just a handout.
Yeah.
To show them someone care for you. You are special. You are someone.
Yeah.
And to tell me he gave up, and he was like 16 years old, if he was that old. And he had that feeling already, that hopeless feeling already. No, our kids need us.
And, you know, Mr. Williams, Mr. Coleman told us, but how did you get started with Andrews Brothers? Do you mind?
No, I don't mind. What to say what Mr. Coleman did? I came into Third Baptist visiting one Sunday, and I liked the unity, the love, and the compassion that it would have been shown from the head down to the lay members. And I chose to stay. Then I was told about the Andrews Brothers, and at the time when I came in, our Pastor Joe B. Fleming was the head of the Andrews Brothers here. And he was like hands-on, and he taught us that. And then what we do at the Andrews Brothers, we help those who come out of prison. We help those that's homeless. Those don't have any food. We help those that for a night or so is on the street. We go and we rent a hotel for a week or so. So we reaching out to the community to let them know you're not alone in your struggle. And drug addiction, all the above. That's what we do. And that's how I got involved. And we've been like that ever since.
Right. I mean, I think some people get nervous going to church, going to youth
Yes.
programs if they have a background that might not be what they
And
deem
that's
perfect.
correct. That's correct. And we let them know we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
And so what we do, we share our mistakes with them. How I bumped my head, how I made that mistake. And so sometimes when you share that, they're saying, well, that same thing happened to me. Yes, and like you just said, they have a problem coming into church because they feel guilt already. But we let them know this is a place you come to get help. To get help. And we are here to help you. Not look down on you, not look down on you, but give you a helping hand. And in process of the helping hand, speak love, speak positivity into you. Because you are someone special.
And what do you notice when these kids leave, you know, maybe your gatherings or trips or meetings? Well, what do you see? Do the kids get excited? Do they have that excitement of hope and they're ready to sort of take on, you know, whatever the next challenge is? Or what do you see from them?
Well, I bring a couple kids because I got nephews, and they asking me now about the Bible study. They've been closed, and the pastor get ready to open it back up. So when they come to church, they have a real joyful spirit when they leave. And especially when they know they're going to McDonald's.
Afterwards.
So we try to instill things because Jesus fed the people before he gave them the message. So in our guidance with the kids, we try to instill in them that you may not have it, your parents may not have it, but as long as you're trying to do what's right, someone out there gonna have it and help you to receive it. So we always try to let them know there's always hope. As long as you're trying to do what's right. And you got to try to be with people that gonna tell you and gonna stir you which way to go that is right. Because them the people that really care. Someone that's trying to tell you the right way to go. Because you got a lot of people and peer pressure that's trying to tell you the wrong way.
And we're here to tell you the right way. Yeah. And we're spiritually based, but we don't want you to think that's all we do. No, we go beyond that too, to make you feel comfortable. And we let you know what happened for us and the road we took and what got us where we are today. And so we try to reach you where you at.
And, what do you tell the kids, or do you all talk about what's happening in their school life or their home life? Do they
Yes.
tell you what, is potentially something they want to try but they don't think they should get into? Or do they talk to you about some of those things, if you could
Yes.
share, some of the things they're nervous about? What do they share with you?
Well, we don't want to give too much away
Oh,
of the
absolutely,
conversation.
yeah.
But what I would say, peer pressure is one of the biggest problems we have right now. Trying to fit in. That was that way when I was coming up. Trying to fit in. And sometimes when you don't have certain things you desire, you see other kids have, that plays a part in your psyche. But you let them know you're going to get them things. It might take a little time for you, then for them, but you're going to get them. And you show them how it's going to happen by the way you express yourself to them. And if anything that we can do, and don't get me wrong, we're not, no one's sincere and saying, buy love, we're not buying love. No, we're not doing that. But we're showing you that there is a better way. There is a better way. What you see in your neighborhood, what you're hearing, but it's a better way. And we're here to show them the better way.
And you all seem like you want to be the role models, right, in some of these kids' lives. But do you also find, do they stay together, outside of working with Andrew's brothers? Do some of the guys, are they sort of a good support system, after meeting, after going to an event like the car show? Do they stay buddies? Do they stay friends and form a good, base?
Yes, they do. And majority of them are family members,
Okay.
cousins, brothers, friends. And so they do stay coordinated together. And one thing I can say, they go out there and tell their friends to come get
Right.
this gift that's called love. We went to a car show, but we're going this way this week. Come on, you don't need no money, they got you. And then they'll come with their friends, word of mouth, yes. It starts like that. And then, like Mr. Coleman said, we make sure they're not hungry. And then when we get to certain places, they have little whatnots, we make sure they're comfortable to get that. In other words, we want them to remember the good time they had when they went out. Not the pressure that they feel on the other side, but when they got away for a little while, how they enjoyed themselves and could be kids, can grow up, enjoy the moment. That's what we're about, giving back.
And in March, you all are going to have open meetings
Yes.
or gatherings on
Yes.
Monday nights.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about why you thought that was so important for the community to sort of have a place, have a day where they can go and meet?
Well, face to face, hand on hand is always better than distant anything. Distant love don't work most of the time. So when you're dealing with young people in this day and time, you got to be hands-on, especially when their family is dysfunctional and you trying to steer them the right way because you done heard certain things or you know certain things. So you try to show them that, sure, things may not be going right in the family, but you got a family over here that you can come to talk about your problems, to get away from your problems. And you got a family over here that you can enjoy for, if not but a little time.
For hours so or more. And Brother Coleman did say a function, but every family got problems somewhere.
Yeah.
But that's what he was trying to say,
absolutely.
okay? My man.
Yeah.
Every family got
Right?
problems somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we let them know when you tackle that and don't know what you're going to do next. Here's a door. Try this door. Try this door. Knock on this door. And the reason we're going back in March because the pandemic hit us, right? And it hit us hard, very hard. and we had to shut down. But we still left the line of communication open. We had lines on phones that they can call in, anything they needed to talk, to pray, to reach out. We still had something going on. And even with the COVID, the Andrew brothers on the front line with the testing, with the shots, making sure the community was involved and knowing what's going on. So now we got a chance to go back, like Brother Coleman said, and put our hands back into the cookie.
Right. Right, because they were all just like everyone at
Yes.
home without that face-to-face
Yes,
contact,
yes.
without that, avenue to be able to sort of have a release or have somebody else to talk to.
Yes.
That's
'Cause,
good.
Being home all the time, and when I say dysfunction, every family that's in this world is going through something. See what I'm saying? My dysfunction problem may not be as bad as yours or his or theirs, but we all going through something that's not right in our family structure. So what I'm saying is most kids today that I deal with, I know it's love because when I was coming up, I was reaching for the same thing. So like I say, me and my brother, even they had a Warner program. They deal with kids this high and on up. They was having them going through school and everything. They was teaching them books and about the Word of God and having little games played and everything. So, and those boys that you see, most of those in that class, they were small and now they done got to be almost teenagers. So, and they're still got this joy they want to keep
Right.
on. Wants to get more.
And I know there's a lot of news right now, and there is focus on, violence in some communities, and I mean, especially around here. And I know, Regina spoke with you all a little bit about
Yes.
that too. I mean, if they come to you after things happen or, with the news right now, how do you keep it positive? How do you make them not feel scared or feel like they can still move forward, even if the world around them, seems difficult right now?
We let them know, yes, these are times that's pretty hard right now. But you don't have to be a part of that. There is something bigger and better for you. And we try to show them, talk to them and show them this is the way that you don't have to take up a gun, up violence to find happiness. We understand about peer pressure. We understand about wanting to fit in, be a part of something. But we let them know you can be a part of this too without doing that. And some of them want that. They don't want that. They're really scared. But when they go out, and must keep it real, into the real world, this is what they're facing. But we let them know, no, come on this side. I'm over here for you. I'm not using a gun. I'm not being violent. I'm not tearing down things. I'm building up things. You can do the same. That's what you tell them. You can't wash what's going on because that's what's happening. But you let them know they don't have to be that. You don't have to be a part of that. It is a better life. And I'm going to show you and tell you how. And they have to see it in you to speak it. Words carry a lot of weight, but a child can see sincereness in another person. So we always got to show love to our children, regardless of what they do. Show love. Love.
And just something you said, about words carry some weight, but obviously being there is what's important. I mean, you all seem to be very available and present with the young men and boys that are in Andrew's Brothers. I mean, can you just talk a little bit about how much time, are you giving to this? I mean, it seems like from the standpoint of our conversation that, you all are really truly invested, in everyone that shows up and people who haven't shown up yet.
Well, just to come in, it's like when we get tickets to the car show, donations. We need donations, and we get tickets to the car show, or a function going on at Chrysler Hall, a Harry Potter show, stuff like that. We hear about it, and someone bring it to our attention, and donate the tickets to us. We gather up the youth, tell them where we're going. It's gonna be fun, because some of them never heard about Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Some of them never knew car shows existed. Stuff of that nature.
Right.
And we should let them know, this is what we talk about, another side of life. Come on, I'm sure what I'm talking about. So yes, we do need donations. Yes, when a person sees that someone cares for them, even a young one, they draw to it. I'm not going back what Mr. Coleman said, but I got to. Sometime when you away in your surrounding area, things go on, but then all of a sudden you see a little light down there, you can run down to that little light. And so we try to be that light, that's all. We try to be that light to let them know that there is a better way.
Yeah. Well, so in March, on Mondays, I mean, what do you all expect? I mean, are you hoping that the church is full? Are you hoping that people sort of come and bring their friends, bring, their sibling? What are you all hoping for, in March with these kids coming in?
Well, basically what you just said. The door's open, bring their friends. And so Andrew Brothers, I don't want to be like male chauvinist, but it's founded for men. Okay, it is a men program. Okay, but we have people come in from the street, ladies and whatever, they're struggling, and we stop and take care of business, help them. But that's what it is. That men's come together, young men's come together, and we talk about our issues and problems at hand. So yes, we're looking forward to get back to that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, I did want to ask, you all have devoted time and resources to this and helping the youth in Portsmouth. I mean, what do you say to people that might want to start something like this in other cities down here? I mean, the need is obviously there, for other groups like Andrew's Brothers to pop up in other places. I mean,
Yes.
What would you say to them?
What I would say to them is, yes, you can do it. Anything that we can help us to do to show you how to do it, how we started it, and where we come from. Yes, it's not just local. We want to take this nationwide. Our kids need us. And if I want to go a step further, the world, we need help with our kids. Our kids need us. So yes, we're here to help one another for our kids. It's not a local, no. We're branching out. But we need help to do that. We need help to branch out, to tell another city or to show another congregation what we are doing to reach out. And you can do the same. Because you have kids over there where you at. You have kids over there where you at, crying out for love. Open arms. We need to save our kids. I'm in a fight a life for my kids, our kids. I'm tired of people saying, no hope. There is hope. There is hope. We are the hope.
And if somebody says, maybe the kids aren't going to want to join or don't want this, I mean, Andrew's Brothers is an example that they seem to be so excited by meeting with you all, by the opportunities you give them. I mean, do you see the kids changing and evolving and moving forward with you all?
We got one young man, Ohio State now, right? Ohio State University.
Yeah.
Looking at him, and he's in middle school, right?
Yes, sir.
Already, they coming to the campus, and show them around the campus. This is the second college, right? I think the first one was Villanova, somewhere. I might be wrong with the college, but this is the second college that's looking at him. So these one of the Andrew brothers, young men we're talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's created, he's looking forward. He's
Yeah.
in middle school already looking at
That's
college.
right. College, yeah.
Yeah, seeing what's possible.
Yes.
That's great. That's great. Well, I've asked you all, what's coming ahead in March, but, is there anything else on either of your mind that you think is just so important with Andrews Brothers, or just, what's happening right now in Portsmouth that you just want to share?
See, Brother Carl said about the tickets that people give us. But the Andrew brothers came up, and this before the pandemic hit. The COVID hit so strong, we was taking kids to the movies, to the baseball games, to Narcom games, and the kids was going. So, for us to utilize our time to be with the kids, only thing the men's got to do is to put themselves out there and want to help. Want to help. Because there's kids out there need help. You guys got to want to help. And I look at the news, I don't like what I be seeing for us young people. But I know we live in a time now where these things gonna take place. But ordinary to help our kids, we got to step up and stop talking it. We got to do it. Nothing don't come by talking. Things gets done by doing them. So, step up.
And we believe in the community because we are community-based individuals. So don't get us wrong. We're not pushing that away. That's a big part of healing and coming together. And we just have to take it all one step at a time. But we are knowing where it all stems to and stems from. And that's our kids. And everybody is not going to walk the same path. No, they're not. But we let them know that the path you're walking, if you found out that that's not it, okay, come over here. Let me show you another way. That's all we can do. Put ourselves out there. Put ourselves out there and stop running from them and run to them. Yes, it seems bad right now, but when I was a child, I was mischievous. It was bad for me. But somebody kept running to me, saying, no. This is the way to do it. That's all I'm saying. And everybody got a way of looking at things, doing things. And I cannot push myself on anyone. All I'm saying is, believe in your future, and your future is your children. That is our tomorrow.
Just thinking about, all that you all have shared with me.
Yes.
I think it's pretty moving, and, you say that just because it's boys or young men, you don't want it to be looked at a certain way, but, everyone needs that role model, and everyone
That's
needs
right.
to see someone that looks like them, whether it's a girl or a guy,
Thank
to look
you.
up to,
Thank
you
you.
know? So you need it on both sides,
Yes.
what you guys are giving. So, the kids, the young men, they're getting that from you all, it does seem. And hopefully, and you're talking about some of the kids looking forward, I'm sure there's alumni, that have moved through, that have gone to college, that have moved on from the program, that are doing things, and they have that hope and the opportunity.
Yes.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much.
I don't mean
Oh
to
yeah,
say that,
please.
but
Cut
no,
in.
I'm laughing because today I was at the gas station and we saw one of the young men that came up through he's a merchant seaman now. And I was messing with him. I said, I like gold now. He said, Mr. Collins, I'm gonna get you one. I'm just saying, just that, yes, what you just said,
Right.
coming up and making it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a good example right there. He's a merchant seaman right now.
And today, just before this, you know?
Yeah. And right, just for
Yeah.
this, I saw it. And you brought it back to my attention, yes.
Well, thank you both for coming on.
No,
and,
thank you for having us.
Yes, ma'am.
And giving us a
Thank you.
platform.
Thank
Well,
you.
you're
to
so
speak
welcome.
this.
I mean, this is what the community chat's about. It's to, you know, one of the things is share what's going on in the community, but also what are opportunities or groups that people can look at that they might not have known. There's some people hopefully that are watching that didn't know what Andrews Brothers was, and this might be an opportunity, or like you all said, an opportunity for them to start this somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not only Andrew Brothers, the sisters can get
I
out there and
agree,
make
say.
and
Go
make
ahead, go ahead, Rob.
a ladies' pro for young ladies.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean, it's just that we got to come together
For our kids.
for our kids.
And yes, a young lady come in, she having issues. We go find a lady
Yes.
and we take them to them. Because that's where she need to be, on the level with that lady. Yes, so no, it's not a one door. It's a door for all kids, male and female. But we are right now dressing what we're dressing, and that's in young males. But yes, if a lady, young girl come in struggling, yes, we're gonna help her. We turn no one away. No one is turned away.
That's right.
Well, Mr. Williams and Mr. Coleman, thank you guys so much for joining. And just to share this while we're sitting here, you know, people are, I think, you know, just saying thank you, I think, for the program that you all have. And, you know, thank you for doing so much in our community just down the street.
Yes.
You know, you guys are just down the street.
Yes.
And we have the article up still from Regina's story, but we'll be sure to link, you know, the link to Andrews Brothers website too. If people do find opportunities, hopefully to share opportunities in the community with you all.
Yes,
Amen.
thank you.
Yeah.
And once again, thank you
Yes.
for your love and your support, because it begins with people like you and Regina
That's right.
that reached out.
That's right.
I appreciate
And the Fox was there that day too, so we gotta give him, we gotta give him his
it. Yeah,
credit.
he's in some photos that have been
That's right.
pulling up, and we have some
right.
photos
So we
of
gotta
you
give him his
all.
credit too.
And those boys, when they seen and the Fox,
They went
went
on.
on.
They went on. And I had to go over to him. I said, Mr. Fox, the young man'd like to meet you. Oh, no problem, no problem.
Yeah.
And he grabbed him, they grabbed
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And he called over Miss Mosley. Come here. And she came over. We just had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And so, no, it begins with you all. And we thank you all. And I do from the bottom of my heart to
Yes.
give us this platform to reach our children and to reach our community.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to say thank you back. You know I am. I think that we're only here because we have stories to share in the community. So thank you all. But thank you all to anyone who was watching today. This has been a great conversation about what people are doing in the communities locally here in Portsmouth and Hampton Roads. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you to Mr. Williams and Mr. Coleman for joining us today. So with that, we'll sign off here, but I will make sure to link where to find them. And they gave the address at the beginning, but I'll make sure that's available as well. So thanks so much.